And welcome back to another video on TVBM. Today's thought is simply the more you learn to outlive your fear, the more fearless you will become. Now, one of my big fears for a long time, was driving. And if you know, you know. Now, I did commute and get around, but what kind of put some fire under my butt was realizing that I couldn't always just hop in with somebody. And let's be honest, when you have kids, doctor's appointments, school drop off, and pickups, those are very real ADLs, activities of daily living. So it just makes sense, if you can, to outlive that fear and get behind that steering wheel and drive. Now, we had a friend, he was very gracious to teach myself as well as a few others at the time to drive. And I'm grateful for that. But it's just, even though I'm in my home city now, there's some places I still don't go to. It's just like, it's kind of out of my comfort zone, right? And I still do use my GPS, and I'm not ashamed to say that. But guess what? I get around, right? So it was just learning to like outlive that fear and realizing that, hey, it's not just about me having this fear, but it's like, hey, it'll make my life better if I can drive, right? So we all have our fears, right? Whether that be of heights, flying, traveling, tasting different foods. Maybe it's being social, having social interactions with people, right? But what I've realized is another one of my fears is I have a huge fear of dogs, and I still do. Do not, I'm looking at this camera, do not bring your German Shepherd to me, your poodle, your Chihuahua, or whatever breed of dog, and tell me, oh, he's so friendly. He's not gonna bite you. Like, you can just pet him or just, tickle his belly. Don't do that, okay? I have a huge fear, but last summer was very eye-awakening for me. My kids who are 8 and 2, guess what? They love dogs, right? So this lady and I, one of this stories I'll share with you is this lady and I, we just started talking. We don't know each other. We just started talking. She had a dog and the kids were playing, and hey, that's how kind of things went. And I realized in that moment, I have to learn to harness this fear. Like, I have to learn to somehow outlive this fear, because what I don't want to do is project my fear onto my kids as a parent. Because I'm afraid of a dog, that means, oh, my kids have to be afraid of a dog. No, they don't. They will have their own fears, right? But let them be bold and brave and do the things that maybe sometimes that you have a fear of. Don't project your fears onto your kids. Just don't do it, whether it be a big fear or a simple fear, right? So I realized, I'm like, I have to somehow get over this. So what I do now is sometimes, like, when people come up and the kids are like really happy about the dog, I'm just like, I'm afraid of the dog, but I'm gonna be brave in this moment because my kids really love the dogs. So it's learning to, like, for me, it's learning how to like now like navigate, like, how am I gonna deal with this, right? Another thing too is, I remember in 2004 we went to New York City. So let me paint a picture. So my mom, single mom, and 3 girls going to New York City. Now we have a good amount of family there, right? But I remember before we even left, guys, people were like, oh, like, don't talk to people, don't do this, don't do that. The list of don'ts and fears people were projecting onto us was just crazy. Now, were people just looking at, like, hey, look at the situation? Yes, but at the same time, looking at it now, it's like, had we allowed everybody's fear to, I guess, make us believe that, hey, if we go there, like, something is gonna happen, we never would have enjoyed New York City. Now, we've been back several times, yes. And even when we do go now, some of the times, a lot of the times when we go, we might just ask for family members for, hey, what train do you take to get there? But we have a Metro card when we go, we take the subway. And hey, it's amazing, right? You get lost, hey, you just get off one train, get on the other, right? So what I want to say too is, don't also let other people's fear of things to project onto you and cause you to kind of like be um fearful to do something. Now, okay, if there's somebody that has a really good valid fear of your safety or something, obviously be mindful, but don't live in other people's fears. Don't be afraid because of somebody else, right? And one last thing I'm going to share with you, and that was, sometimes I would get so annoyed on my job, and that was just like, sometimes I'd be tasked to do something, and say I was like the newbie at the time, like particularly one situation I can think of, and I remember like, yeah, you're gonna do this, And I'm like, why? Like, I just want to like feel everything out before I like actually like take that, because maybe I don't feel as confident. I can do it, but let me just feel things out first. It's like, yeah, you're gonna do it. So once I started doing whatever it was, it kind of just became like second nature. It's just like, hey, I can do it. So I feel like that's kind of with everything in life. Like eventually, like whatever fear it is that you try to outlive, just working at it day by day, and eventually it will get better. Now, I'm up here talking about fears. Yeah, I still have a fear of dogs, but I'm working on it, right? Anyway, so my thought today is just very simple: outliving your fears, right? And the most beautiful part about it is once you do learn to outlive your fears, for instance, like that whole fear talk about us going to New York City, like there's times where people see you outlive your fear and they're like, hey, it kind of gives them wings to do the thing that they were telling you not to do. So I find that's the beauty in outliving your fear, is you give people wings to be courageous and bold in whatever area that is and to overcome their own fear. Anyways, wrapping this up, please don't forget to like, subscribe. The subscription is free, guys. Absolutely free. And share, guys. And until, you know how it goes here. Next time.